and welcome to my channel. Today we are getting ready for my daughter's birthday. Now I know my daughters are adults, but I still make their birthday cakes. And my youngest daughter loves her grandma's chocolate cake. So I use my grandma's bottom part of the chocolate cake, and then my husband's mom's frosting for the top of the cake. So we get both sides of the family that have already passed away. And this is her favorite cake, and I make it for her every single year. So I'm gonna share it with you today. And I think you are gonna be amazed at how good this cake is. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is, so part of this is on the stove. So I know I'm kind of hard to hear because I lost my microphone, so I'm gonna talk pretty loud. So on the stove in a saucepan, you need to put 2 sticks of butter. So just put them in there on low. And 1 cup of water. And 3 tablespoons of baking cocoa. I usually use Hershey's, but when I was at the store, they were completely out. So I'm using the generic brand, which I haven't really had any trouble with. I've used it a few times now. And I do heaping tablespoons of chocolate because we like a nice thick chocolate yummy cake. Okay, so while that is, we're gonna bring that to a boil. Okay, I have to get out my saucepan. Okay, and then we are going to, in our bowl on the counter, we're going to do 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of flour. And I have very chunky sugar for some reason. So 2 cups of sugar. And I gotta grab more flour, it looks like. A lot going on this morning. I should have done that before I got on camera, but we got time anyway. Okay, so 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour. And we'll just kind of whisk that together. I do not put salt in it because I use salted butter. So just FYI, if you're using unsalted butter, put a teaspoon of salt in here. Okay, we're just gonna whisk that together. I'm gonna check my boiling back here. Okay, that's almost to a boil. Okay, so we've got this. Okay, now we're gonna take our chocolate mixture that was boiling and pour it over the top of this. Shouldn't have left that whisk in there. Okay, now we're gonna mix this together. So low, no. Okay, so this is gonna make the base of the cake. Okay, now we're gonna add in 2 eggs. And I should have cracked these ahead of time because I have a shell in here now, so I gotta reach in and get that. Okay, lightly mix those eggs in. All right, and we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. And I do use buttermilk because it gives it a nice thick flavor. So I have a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Add that in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Whiny black lab this morning. Waiting for people to get up. Okay, so then we just mix this all together. So this is the bottom of the cake, and then we're gonna put it in a 9 by 13 pan. Get it mixed up good here. It's a thick batter, so we want to get that in there. Good morning. I'm making your birthday cake, but I'm filming, so I'm almost to the part where we're going to put it in the pan. Okay. All right, so now you need a 9 by 13 pan, and you want to spray this because we don't want the cake to stick in there. Okay, and then preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And this will bake for 20 to 25 minutes. So it's not real long. We just want to make sure that it's done in the middle. Okay. So we're gonna put it in the oven, 20 to 25 minutes. We'll test at 20 to see if the center's done. And then we're gonna let it cool, and then I will be back to show you how to make the frosting for this yummy chocolate cake. Okay, chocolate cake came out of the oven. This is what it looks like, but I have a hole in it because I checked it for doneness. All right, and now we're gonna make the other grandma's famous frosting. And this is like the easiest frosting. It is so good. And you're gonna love it. It sets up really fast, so you can't be doing anything else. So don't multitask, only do this. All right, so you need a 1/4 cup of butter. So turn your burner on. So I need a 1/4 cup of butter. And I need 1 cup of sugar. So we'll put that in there. 1 cup of sugar. And a 1/4 cup of milk, which I forgot the milk, so I'll be right back. And a 1/4 cup of milk. We're gonna bring this to a boil. You do need a whisk for this. Okay, so we wanna stir it together. All right, now, while this is getting ready to boil, like I said, we want it to boil for, it's gonna boil for 1 to 2 minutes. So we wanna get that heat up there. Okay, and then now you need to get a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips ready to go. Because like I said, you have to work really fast with this recipe. Use milk chocolate chips. So get that ready off to the side. Okay, and then have your cake really close by too. Okay, so we're gonna get this to a boil. Turn that up. So now I also use this frosting on brownies. So I have a recipe for cream cheese brownies. It's on my YouTube and it's a channel, and it's also on my website, awildlyfunlife.com. And this frosting goes on that too. And those brownies are to absolutely die for. They're so good. Okay, we've got that completely mixed in. So we're gonna wait for that to boil. And
It says 1 to 2 minutes, but really I probably only do a minute because it's got the milk and the butter, and you do not want to scorch the butter or the milk to the bottom of that. I'm just gonna put my hair up for a second. Okay, so we're gonna let it go another 30 to 40 seconds here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to shut off the heat. We are going to add the chocolate chips. And we're going to whisk it really fast off of the heat. And you have to whisk it because you don't want chunks with the chocolate chips. So you want to whisk that really, really good. Okay, so I've got really good chocolate frosting. And I'm going to move the camera over because that burner's hot. Okay, so I've got my chocolate cake. And I'm going to just pour this over the top. It sets up really fast. Okay, and then all I do is I take my knife, spread it out over the parts that I didn't pour it over. And chocolate birthday cake is done. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to have to go upside down. Look at how good that looks. Yum. Okay, that was the super simple frosting, super simple chocolate cake. And this is the best chocolate cake you'll probably ever eat. I can guarantee it. So I'm going to cut into it, but I'm not going to cut into it till later. So I'll get this posted and then I'll post a picture of it too, because it is a birthday cake, so we got to wait till birthday time. So thank you for watching my channel, and subscribe and share with your friends. We have a great community of people here.